The sun goes round, distant winds making silent sounds. Daylight waiting to come relieve the night. So let it shine, 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 shine on me. Let it shine, 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 shine on me.
Hey folks, hope you're doing really well. Welcome back to another little video. And we're just crossing into West Yorkshire here. It's my favourite bit of the Rochdale Canal. Just heading down Calderdale. It really closes in. It gets quite steep-sided. And you kind of know when you hit this point that you've got some hills in store. So today's ride's a bit of a plan B actually. I was meant to be up in the Dales cycling with a pal, but something came up this morning, I couldn't make it, so just got about half the time available. Whoa, big gust of wind that I thought I was going to have today, but I thought I'd get a ride in nonetheless. And I'm going to head up to quite a locally known climb called Big Jack, and it's high up above the Calderdale Valley, up behind Hebden Bridge and Hepton Stall, deep in the heart of reservoir country. So come on for the ride, and as we go around I'll maybe share a few tips and tricks, things that I've kind of worked out and settled on as little strategies for helping an average Joe cyclist like me get up the big climbs. Okay, just coming into Walston here, and we'll be leaving the towpath, making our way up the Wake-Up Road, and then just picking up this little spur off to the right. It should take us up and over, well, and around Tomberden on some high ground, so the climbing starts here really. Well, in a few minutes. Couple of 100 yards on the road. Oh my word, that's a lot smoother. Just taking a left here, which is the Wake-Up Road. That's what used to be my local pub back in the 90s. Okay, let the climbing begin. This is a fantastic climb if you go right the way to the top. It's just a buttery smooth road surface. And an amazing descent coming down the other way. But we're looking for a little road off to the right somewhere. My GPS says it's around here somewhere. I've driven past, cycle past here hundreds of times and never noticed a turning off to the right. But now I'm looking, I think I can see it just here. All clear behind. Sourhole Road. Oh wow, straight up. And I'm in the wrong gear. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the sound of terribly operated gears. Wow, this is steep. Immediate height. Maybe a good time to talk about tip number 1, which is gearing. Let me just catch my breath though. Well, that was a big pull just up to this little plateau point. View's already opening up. Yeah, so on the topic of gearing, I think it's not uncommon to come across, you know, viewpoints with cycling, particularly road cycling, along the lines of, you know, you don't need more than this type of gearing, and if you need more than that, just get fitter, you know, all that sort of stuff. And personally, I don't really subscribe to that. I think you can put whatever gearing you want on a bicycle, and, you know, why wouldn't it make sense to give yourself the best options in terms of easy gears for steep terrain. A lot of road bikes these days will, you know, you'll wheel them out of the shop with the standard kind of compact chainring on the front, so a 50-34 typically, and then maybe like an 11-30 on the back. That's certainly what my, not the bike I'm riding today, but my Boardman bike came with. And I upgraded that to an 11-34, so just kind of 4 extra teeth on the big ring at the back, but it made the world of difference, and it just means that I can take it a little bit easier up the steep climbs, and, you know, I don't have to use that big ring, but it's there if I need it. And on the bike I'm riding today, because it's a little bit more of a gravel setup, I've got an even smaller compact on the front, so it's a 46-30 I think, if I remember right, and then I've got this massive dinner plate on the back, an 11-40, and that's complete overkill. But, you know, at the end of the day, on a long ride, that last climb of the day, it's so nice having that big dinner plate. My legs are gone and I can just spin up the last hills and get back. So yeah, really do change the gearing on your bike if you feel like you need extra gears. And, you know, my own view, don't listen to anyone that says, oh, just get fitter, or you can't put more, you know, you can't put a bigger cog on the back of your bike, because more times than not you can. It makes a big difference and you just enjoy your cycling more. Oh man, filming going up hills, I guess that's what this video is about today. But yeah, let's get on to tip number 2 once we get to the top of the next hill. Sorry about the heavy breathing. Comes with the territory. Whew. Well, amazing views over to Studley. Studley Pike there. It's breezy today, but it's very clear.
Left where the footprints stand. Roads ahead under scarlet sand. Twilight reaching like angels through the sky. Feel my moment and breathe it in. Search for skies that begin and end. Close my eyes so I can't see the light. So let it shine, 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 shine on me. Let it shine, 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 shine on me.
Just entering the parish of Cliviger Gorge, and you're getting little glimpses now of the views opening up. We're not really climbing here per se, probably about 2–2.5% gradient, but maybe a good time to talk about tip number 2, and that for me is all about cadence. And what I'm looking for personally when I'm on any kind of climb is keeping my my pedals spinning quick enough so that I can speed up slightly and I can slow down slightly without having to change gear. So I have a relatively high cadence, and I find that really works for me. And if you're kind of struggling to power up hills and you've got a couple of gears to spare, try some of the easier gears. Oh yeah. Try some of your easier gears, try and increase your cadence a little bit, and you might sort of find, you know, you're still working hard doing that, but you might actually find you can sort of, what would you call it, measure out or ration out your energy as you're spinning, and it flattens out a little bit, and consequently the hill feels a little bit easier. There's all kinds of different cadences, and I don't know what they recommended, you know, the sort of best practices, but I think certainly for me as an average Joe cyclist, erring on the side of a slightly higher cadence has always served me well. Of course, the flip side of climbing is you get to enjoy these amazing downhill sections. I'm barely touching the pedals here. 26–27 miles an hour. Man, it's so much fun. I'm on my gravel bike today, so if I go much faster I just spin out with the gearing. 37mm tyres. This is not a fast bike, and I'm not a fast rider, but such a great feeling, really zipping along under your own steam. under a clear blue sky as well. Always got to appreciate that up in the Pennines, that's for sure. Just passing the turning to our old friend along Causeway. As you may remember from the last ride we did, the 100k. And we're picking up a road a little bit further north, where this big jack climb is apparently. There's some great views opening up over Burnley now. You should be able to see when we get around this bend. Bit of a headwind here, crikey. We just passed a great named pub back there, the Crooked Billet. It's French for ticket, right? The Crooked Ticket. What a great name. That almost matches the Wuthering Heights pub in Haworth that we circled past on the last ride. I wonder what the locals call the Crooked Billet. There's a pub in Bradford we used to go to called the Black Swan that was affectionately known as the Mucky Duck by everyone in the area. So I wonder what the Crooked Billet is. Oh, little incline here, so we're up out of the saddle, which funnily enough is my third tip. Okay, it might be slightly inappropriate to talk about my third tip for climbing while I'm bombing down the hill. But my third tip would be, every now and again when you're climbing, to get up out of your saddle and sort of stand up on the pedals. Oh man, this road surface is shocking. What I certainly find is often on climbs, particularly long climbs, you're in one position on the bike for quite a long time, and that can get quite sort of uncomfortable, you know, as well as the fact that you may be grinding up a hill. You've also got a relatively sort of fixed position on the bike, so every now and again just starting to climb here. It's a bit more fitting now. Every now and again just get out of the saddle, and what I'll do is I'll quickly change down a couple of gears, and maybe I'll demonstrate it here, so maybe 3, and then get up onto the pedals and sort of count out 20 breaths or 20 revolutions, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, you get the idea. And then when I get to my 20, just sit down again, change back, and it's quite a nice, just change your body position, quite a nice little breather. And you can do that on a long climb. Do it again, 1, 2, 3, get up off the pedals, get up off the seat I should say. But you can do this a few times on a climb, and it just breaks it up. So I don't know, not everybody's into that, but I certainly find that helps. And what doesn't help is talking to the camera while you're going up a hill. Holy moly guacamole. I've just got sight of the, I think this is the Big Jack or whatever it's called, climb. Hope you can see that. It's just snaking right dead centre up onto the horizon. That looks like an absolute beast from here. It's too late to turn back. Blooming heck, I hope it's not as steep going up as this little bit coming down. Yikes. Oh wow, here we go. Oh my word. I think we're going to use all the tips going up here. Right, here we go. Tip number 4, while I've still got a little bit of breath in me, is just as you're pedalling to try and maintain, and my form's probably rubbish at this, but I do make an effort when I'm going uphill to keep a sort of smooth pedal stroke all the way around, and I think this is where clipless helps, because you can kind of pull up a little bit and push down, and you want to kind of try and maintain some power all the way around the pedal stroke. Right, sorry, there's no way I can talk and carry on going up here. Let me get to you in a second. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Yeah, even though you're going slowly, if you can maintain that sort of push-pull, or if you're on flats, just smooth and consistent power through the pedals. And again, I probably don't do this very well, but I do try, like I'm right now, sort of pulling and pushing. Oh, it's getting steep again. Yeah, I think that really helps. I mean, generally I think it's good cycling form, but particularly on the hills. Oh man. Whew. This is one of those that's probably not that bad, but you're well into a ride before you get here, so you've got to factor that in as well. Let's get up on the pedals. Wow, this is like a little bit of Hard Knot Pass in Lancashire. I mean, not in scale, but that was pretty steep in, well, two places certainly. I think we're at the top here, and wow, what a climb. Brilliant stuff. I bet that's a nice view behind me as well. Oh, I need my other hand. It's definitely not one of the tips to hold the camera in one hand. Wow. Well, what a fantastic reward for all that effort. Views down to Winnett Reservoir. And we're right in the middle here of that really high reservoir country. We're not done with the hills for this ride by any stretch, but I think that's the main part of the climbing done, I think.
So let it shine, 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 shine on me. Let it shine, 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 shine on me. Yeah, let it shine, 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 shine on me. Let it shine, 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 shine on me.
Well folks, that's us through and out of Hebden Bridge and Tolberdon, and then just climbing back up to Summit, the highest point on the Rochdale Canal. I haven't forgotten the fifth tip, so my tip number 5 for just really making climbs more bearable, more tolerable, maybe a little bit easier, is, you know, don't rule out, don't discount the option of just getting off your bike and pushing for a section or two. If you're finding the going too tough to pedal, you know, don't get disheartened, just hop off the bike and push your bike up any section that you can't ride. There's absolutely no problem whatsoever in my book with people pushing their bikes, and I think I can speak for all cyclists that aren't, you know, douchebags. I've never ever looked at a cyclist going slowly, struggling up a climb, pushing their bike up a climb, and thought anything of it at all other than, oh, it's cool that somebody else is out on a bike. So yeah, my fifth and final tip is when the going gets so tough, so steep that you can't pedal anymore, just push. And if it's too steep to push, well, maybe look at rerouting, but just take it easy. It's you don't have to kill yourself on climbs, but the whole idea, and I guess the whole idea of these 5 tips that I've run through, is to kind of get to the top of a climb and feel like, wasn't so bad, and you get there and you're not absolutely spent. You can enjoy the views, you can keep going, and just enjoy the next sections of the ride. So there you have it folks, they're my top 5 tips for making hills, riding, climbing hills, a little bit more bearable, a little bit more tolerable, dare I say a little bit easier. And aside from the obvious, you know, buy an e-bike, get fitter, move to Lincolnshire. What am I missing? What would you perhaps you change in terms of your top 5? What tips or tricks do you use personally to kind of make hill climbing a little bit easier on the bike? I'd be really interested to hear from you. And if I don't fall in this canal here, I should have had the chest cam on here really, shouldn't I? Yeah, do let me know in the comments what tips or tricks you use yourself to make hill climbing a little bit easier on the bike. Otherwise, thank you as always for sticking with the video this far. Please consider liking and subscribing and all that good stuff. Oh dear, I really need the chest cam. It really helps me out, and I really do appreciate everybody that follows along and supports the channel. Otherwise, please stay safe, take care, and happy cycling. I'll see you on the next one.